Discipline is remembering what you want most instead of choosing what you want right now. So, hello everyone, welcome back to our another English podcast episode. So, in this video, we will talk about some new vocabulary word and some grammar rules that will helpful for you guys. So, let's start. So tell me, have you ever felt like every Sunday night you are ready to change your entire life and you make a beautiful plan? Like tomorrow, I will wake up at 5, I will exercise, I will study, I will practice English, I will eat healthy, I will become a completely new person. Then Monday arrives, your alarm rings, and suddenly your blanket feels like the safest place on earth. Yes, guys. So please tell me that I am not the one. So I will tell you. For the longest time, I thought successful people were simply more motivated. Yes, I imagine they woke up every morning and thinking today is going to be amazing. And now I don't think that's true. Yes, guys, I think they wake up tired too. They just don't let that decide their day, and that's the difference. And one day I realized motivation is like Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it disappear for absolutely no reason. Yes. So if your entire life depends on motivation, you are going to have a lot of buffering. Yes, because discipline is different. It quietly says, "I know you don't feel like doing it, but let's do it anyway." Yes, guys, I remember. One evening, I was supposed to practice English. Instead of I cleaned my desk, organized my pen, and checked my emails and watched just one YouTube video. Then another. Then somehow I knew how astronauts brush their teeth in space. Yes. Still hadn't practiced English. Like amazing productivity on everything except the thing that actually mattered. Yes, guys, and that's when I learned another beautiful word to suit the situation is procrastination. Procrastination means it sounds fancy, right? But it's something almost all of us do. Yes, procrastination means delaying something important, even thought we know we will probably regret it later. Yes, sound familiar, right? So then I stopped asking, "Do I feel motivated today?" Instead, I asked, "What's the smallest promise I can keep today?" Just 5 minutes of English and one page of a book, 10 push ups. Not impressive, but consistent. And consistency has a quite power, guys. Yes. So the another beautiful word I just remembered is consistency. So consistency means it doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up even when nobody is watching. Yes, it's consistency. So a few years later, people started saying you are so disciplined. Yes, I laughed because they didn't see the days I wanted to quit. They only saw the result, and nobody applauds the ordinary days. But those ordinary days build extraordinary lives. So, by the way, did you notice something I just said? Today was better than yesterday. And yesterday I said, "This is the best routine I have ever had." So without realizing it, we have already used grammar. Yes, not classroom grammar, it's real life grammar. Yes. So think about these sentences. My English is better than it was last month. And next word is, this is the best decision I have made this year. And another one is, my morning routine is more consistent now. So that's called the degree of comparison. And native speakers use it every single day. Yes, guys. So let's make it even simpler. Just imagine you are talking to your friend and you say, my coffee is hot. So that's the positive degree. You are just describing it. Now imagine your friend's coffee is hotter. You naturally say, your coffee is hotter than mine. So that's the comparative degree because you're comparing two things. So just now imagine you have tasted every coffee in the cafe, right? So you smile and say, this is the hottest coffee I have ever had. So that's the superlative degree. Why? Because you are comparing one thing with all the others. So see, you didn't memorize a grammar rule. You simply expressed an idea. So that's exactly how grammar should feel. Not difficult, just useful. Then something happened that changed the way I looked at discipline. Yes. I stopped seeing discipline as punishment. I started seeing it as a promise to my future self. And somehow keeping that promise become easier than breaking it. Yes, guys. Don't make discipline sound painful. Make it sound freezing. Yes. You know what's strange? We think discipline steals our freedom. But honestly, I think it's the opposite. Without discipline, our moods decides everything. And one day, I'm super motivated, then the next day I deserve a break. Then I'll start on Monday. Then somehow it's already Thursday. Yes, guys. So have you noticed that Mondays arrive much faster than motivation? Yes. So one evening I was sitting with my notebook. I wrote down three things I wanted to finish. Just three, nothing impossible. Then my phone buzzed. One notification, I opened it. 5 minutes became 20 and 20 became 40. Then YouTube politely asked, are you still watching? Thank you for checking. I wasn't even leaving anymore. Yes, guys, I was just scrolling. And that's when I realized something. Discipline isn't about saying yes to everything, it's about learning to say no to the things that quietly steals your future. Yes, guys. So there's a beautiful word again. I remember to match this situation. It's integrity. Integrity means doing the right things. Even when nobody is watching, no applause, no audience, no likes, just you. Keeping a promise to yourself, and honestly, I think that's one of the hardest promises to keep. So, here's another word I loved is momentum. Imagine pushing a heavy shopping cart, and the very first push feels difficult, but after a few seconds, it almost moves by itself. So, life is similar. The hardest workout is usually the first one, and the first page, yes, is the first page. The hardest English sentence is often the first sentence. After that, momentum starts helping you. Yes, guys, then I understood. something that completely changed my perspective. Yes, it was like people often say, I want results, but discipline whispers, learn to enjoy the process. Yes, guys, learn to enjoy the process because results are temporary, but the process is what you repeat every day is important. So, here's another beautiful word is inevitable. It means something that is certain to happen. If you practice English every day, will you become fluent tomorrow? No. But if you say consistent for years, improvement become almost inevitable. That's a beautiful word because suddenly success doesn't feel magical, it feels logical. So, by the way, remember when we talk about comparative and superlative adjective, listen to these sentences. I have become more disciplined this year. Next is this is the most consistent I have ever been. And another one is I make fewer excuses now. See, nobody says, wait, I am using grammar. Yes, they are simply comparing their progress. So that's exactly why grammar becomes easy when you connect it to real conversation instead of memorizing rules. And one day someone asked me, what's your biggest achievement? I thought about it for a moment. Then I realized it wasn't uploading a video, it wasn't learning new vocabulary, it wasn't improving my English. It was becoming someone who keeps showing up, even on days when nobody is cheering. Because anyone can work when they feel inspired, but discipline quietly asks, will you still show up when nobody is watching? And maybe that's the real difference between the people who eventually succeed and the people who keep waiting. Is not talent, not luck, not intelligence, just the decision to keep going again and again and again. So, before we finish today's conversation, I want you to imagine something. Your future self walks into this room, not 5 years older, just 1 year older. They look at you and smile and asks only one question. Did you keep the promises you made to yourself? Not did you become famous? Not did you become perfect. Just say, did you keep your promises? Because those tiny promises become habits, and habit become character, and character quietly builds your life. So here's my question for you guys. What's one promise you have been breaking to yourself? Maybe it's practicing English, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's sleeping on time, maybe it's believing in yourself. Write down in the comments, not because I want more comments, but because writing it down is the first step towards changing it. And who knows, maybe 1 year from now, you'll come back to this video, read your comment, and smile. Yes, guys. So before we finish, just take a word tour. Our first word is procrastination. It means delaying something important. For example, procrastination steals time. And another example is I overcome procrastination by starting with 5 minutes. And our next word is integrity. It means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. For example, integrity builds trust, and another example is she showed integrity by admitting her mistake. And our next word is inevitable, means certain to happen. For example, improvement is inevitable with consistent practice. And another example is changed become inevitable when new habits improved. So let's finish. So until our next conversation, don't wait for motivation, guys. Become someone who can trust themselves. So I will see you in the next episode, guys. Stay tuned with me.